Hello YouTube, welcome back to my channel, and in this video I'll be unboxing and giving you my first impressions of the Huawei Nova Plus. Now originally I wasn't supposed to be purchasing this smartphone, but this is here as a result of a giveaway competition which was held by the UK's biggest YouTuber SuperSaf, and luckily I was able to win one. So a big thumbs up to SuperSaf and also Huawei for sending me this unit. So let's have a look at the phone now. The phone has been in the shops for a few months now. For some strange reason, it's not available in the UK. You can only secure a Huawei Nova set from Carphone Warehouse. It is at the moment exclusive to Carphone Warehouse, the Nova, not the Nova Plus. So the Nova Plus, for some reason, like I said, is not available in the UK. Okay, so now let's have a quick look at the box. Looks quite pretty classy. Still plastic though, but nice packaging. And by the way, this is the gold variant, which also says, I think somewhere in the bar scanner here, as you can see here, it says just right there, Huawei Nova Plus, and this is the color gold, like I said. Okay, so let's open the seals up. Let me bring my scissors and open the box up, guys, and see what do we have inside. Those of you who follow me, you must have seen the Honor 6X unboxing, which I did yesterday, and this is pretty much on par with that handset in terms of specs. This also has a Snapdragon 625, which is an octa-core chipset inside, and the Huawei Honor 6 also has a Kirin 655, which is also an octa-core chipset. Okay, so there we go, guys. This is the Huawei Nova Plus in gold color. It looks quite nice, very elegantly made. I will obviously have a quick look on it in just a moment. So let's put this here so you guys keep on looking at it. At the same time, let's have a look at the contents of the box and see what do we have inside. I like the packaging that they have done it. Nice small portion in boxes there. Okay, let's have a look at this one first. So you have the SIM tray tool here, and this should have some sort of a documentation. I think it's not in there. Maybe it's not the full retail unit, but let's be honest, most of us are obviously not interested in the documentation anyway. Okay, so what do we have here then? Let's have a look. This should be I think the USB cable, and also the headphone inside, the earpieces of the headphone, what you call Nego. So you have got the earphones in there as well, and also that comes with the USB Type-C cable, because the Nova Plus has a Type-C as opposed to the Honor 6X, which I opened yesterday, guys. It was with the regular conventional USB, and so I'm happy about that. And like I moaned yesterday in my Honor 6 unboxing, that no phone in 2017 should be coming with any other type apart from Type-C, because Type-C is now pretty much standard. So well done to Huawei for giving us a Type-C on the Nova Plus. So this cable is obviously a Type-C cable, as you can see here in the video. Okay, so let's have a look at the most interesting thing, obviously, which is the power brick, and I would like to know what's the power on this. By the way, this is a 2-pin. This is obviously not a UK adapter, but because I got a converter, so that's not a problem for me. So I think, like I said, this model is not officially available in the UK, so it's a very rare model. You don't find it here in the UK. It's available globally though. Few sites like mobicity.co.uk, you can order from there as well, and a couple of other sites I'm sure you can. It's not difficult to import anything these days in the country. So let's have a quick look and see what's the amp rating here. As you can see, it's 5 volt and 2 amp, so it should charge the phone fast enough, but it's not the actual proper real deal, the real fast charger from what I can tell. If it was QC 3.0, the amp rating should have been more than 2 amp. So let's leave the box aside, let's put it away, and let's have a look at the Huawei Nova Plus, which we have here in gold color. So the phone looks pretty nice premiumly built. I can see the chamfer edges going all the way across, which is quite nice, and nice and comfy in the hand as well. This is, by the way, a 5.5 inch screen as opposed to the Huawei Nova, which is a 5-inch model. Like I said, that one is available in the UK. Looks very nice, a full uni-body aluminium construction, so which is not too bad. The camera here, by the way, is a 16 megapixel affair with an f2.0 aperture, and we have the dual tone LED flash at the back as well. Let's also have a look at the Huawei Honor 6, which I got yesterday, guys. This is, by the way, it's got a dual camera setup, and it's got one single LED here, whereas the Nova Plus has got a dual tone LED. Both have got fingerprint sensors just underneath the cameras, so they look pretty much identical in terms of size. Both are 5.5 inches. This is the silver color on the Nova 6X, and this is the gold color on the Huawei Nova Plus. let's concentrate first of all on the Huawei Nova Plus. Okay, so down underneath here guys, you got two speaker grills. I'm pretty sure one of them is speaker, not both of them. Apparently one of the YouTubers said online that both grills work as speaker. So I will turn the phone on in a few minutes, and then we will find out and see if it's only one speaker or both the grills are speakers. A Type C USB, then you got these plastic lines coming across. This is probably for the antenna reception. On the right hand side you have the power button guys here, and along with the volume rocker, which has got a nice tactile finish as well, a bit better than what we had on the Huawei Honor 6X. Okay, on top here you got the 3.5mm jack along with the noise cancellation mic, which is quite nice. And on the left hand side, this is by the way the SIM tray. I think it's a dual hybrid SIM tray, not too sure, and you should be able to expand memory. I know this for sure. You can expand it by putting an micro SD card inside. Now got the nice Huawei logo at the bottom. I like that a lot, as opposed to what we had on the Honor 6 from yesterday. We had the Honor label here, whereas here we have the Huawei label. Both are made by the same company anyway. Honor is a sub brand of Huawei, so pretty much online with the same thing. Okay, so let's have a look at the front now. The front has got by the way a 2.5D glass, which is quite nice, very elegantly made, to be honest. It's a bit more refined than what I had on the Honor 6X. Now then you got also a front facing camera. I think it's an 8 megapixel camera, and also got f2.0 aperture. So the aperture is quite wide, and it'll be interesting to see how it shoots videos and takes photos. I will be putting a lot of photos guys in the days and weeks to come on my Instagram, so please stay tuned. I am putting pictures from Honor 6 already on my Instagram guys, so please do check it out. The links for my Instagram are just under description. Okay, so looks pretty nice, quite elegantly made. I like the rounded edges, quite nice as well, so quite comfortable in the hand and not too bad. Now let's turn the phone on and let's go through the very basic core specs of the phone. So the phone comes with Qualcomm Snapdragon 625, which is an octa-core chipset, all with Cortex A53, a clock speed up to 2 GHz. And also the special thing about the 625 is that it's manufactured on the same 14 nanometer manufacturing process, same as on the Snapdragon 820, so we should expect some good battery life from this phone. By the way, the Huawei Honor 6X also has an octa-core chipset. It's a Kirin 655, but the clock speeds are slightly lower as compared to 625, so this phone should be slightly faster than the Honor 6X. Also, it has a 5.5-inch screen, which is also a 1080p panel. No need to put a Quad HD. Also, the phone has got a 3340 mAh battery. It is the exact same size which we had on the Honor 6X. So both the Honor 6X and also the Nova Plus have exactly the same size of battery in both of the phones, so battery life should be pretty much on par. Also, the phone comes with a 16 megapixel camera with optical image stabilization, by the way, at the back, which is quite nice. And the phone can also record 4K. It's one of the first Huawei phones which can record 4K. Traditionally, Huawei phones do not record 4K. They go up to 1080p 60 frames per second, but for some reason they omitted the 60 frame per second video on this camera, and they instead chose to put 4K. So it's a strange decision. I don't know why would they take off 60p 1080p, but anyways, the phone can record 4K, one of the very first few Huawei phones which can record up to 4K. Okay, so now let's have a look. Let's quickly go through the basic setup guys. Next, UK, yes, there we go. Okay, skip the Wi-Fi for now, don't need that. Continue. This is pretty much the same what I had on the Honor X yesterday guys, so I'm gonna quickly, I tell you what, let's enroll the fingerprint sensor as well, same as the yesterday. 1 2 3 4 pin. Let's have a look if you can go back and do it properly. So 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8 9. Okay, so for some reason it's not accepting. Pin must be made up of 4 to 16 digits. Okay, 1 2 3 4. Well, it's not coming up for some reason. Let's do this once more and roll. Okay, it might be some sort of a glitch. Okay, for some reason, I don't know, the pin is not working, so I will have a look at that and maybe later in the video guys, or maybe in one of my next upcoming videos, so skip that for now. Let's not waste time. So configuration successful, begin. There we go. So now we are on the Huawei home, and the first thing I would like to do is take the auto brightness off so we can see how bright the display gets. So display here, and then brightness, auto brightness off, and full-fledged brightness all the way up to max. There we go. The colors are quite nice, quite punchy. I've always loved, the contrast levels, the brightness, the overall color saturation is always very nice on the Huawei phones. Starting from back in the days when I had the Huawei 6, then I had the Huawei Honor 6, then I had the Honor 6 Plus, then I had the Huawei Honor 7, then I had the Huawei P9. As you guys know, those of you who follow me, you know I've had all these handsets, and now I'm coming back to Honor 6X again, and then Nova Plus. All screens are well optimized. Sometimes like major OEMs like LG, you often get disappointed when you look at their LCDs, and LG are supposed to be the one they should be pioneering the technology, because they're the ones who make these LCD panels, at least most of them, if not all of them. But LG panels on LG phones are not as good and not as optimized. And when you look at a Huawei phone, it's a completely different picture, so stable, so nice, punchy colors, and it's a sheer pleasure to look at any screen offered by a Huawei phone or an Honor phone. Okay, so now let's have a look and see which version of Android this phone is running. Okay, let's go to settings, and tell you what, if you can enable the tap sound, because I like those. Dial pad, touch sound, screen lock, there we go. Okay, alright, so let's go into about phone now, and it's running Emotion UI 4.1, exactly the same as the Huawei Honor 6 was running yesterday when I unboxed it, and also running on Marshmallow 6.0. The good news is that Huawei have already committed to Nougat update on this phone. So once the Huawei P9 and the P9 Plus, which are the flagship phones, and I think Mate 9 is coming up with Nougat already. So yeah, so P9 and the P9 Plus, once they get the Nougat update, the next in line is the Nova Plus and the Nova. They will be getting Nougat soon afterwards. Okay, so octa-core, like I said, Snapdragon 625 octa-core chipset, along with 3 gigs of RAM. And as you can see, same as yesterday as we had on the Honor 6X, you get approximately around 10 gigs of free space out of the 32 gig which is available on board. A full HD 1080p panel, and the patch level is pretty old, 1st of July, so I expect Huawei to catch up with this. Hopefully when I turn the Wi-Fi on, I'll probably have an update. I tell you what, let's not forget to test the speaker. Let's go to sounds and let's have a look and see. Let's play any of the ringtones and see if we can hear the sound from both the speakers, or is it just one speaker. So let's play something, for instance this one. Yeah, definitely. So this one, the right one is a speaker, and the left one is nothing. As you can see, once I put my thumb up, it almost goes muffled. So the right one is a speaker, and the left one is just probably a mic. So when I saw that video, I'm pretty sure I can't remember the channel, but somebody said hey, both the grills were speakers. Obviously they were wrong, so I can now confirm that to you, that the right hand side is the speaker and the left hand side is probably just for design purposes only, with the built-in mic inside. Okay, now I'm also interested in this new camera, which is a 16 megapixel affair. It also has optical image stabilization. So let's take a quick few photos and see how this goes. Allow all the permissions on. Okay, I'm not going to tap on the screen. I'm just going to let the camera focus itself and just take a picture. So there we go. Once more, let's get a bit more closer without tapping on the screen, and there we go. Let's take a few different angles. There we go. Let's get further back. Boom. Okay, I also got my mic here, so let's have a look and see if I can take a picture here as well. There you go. Let's get a bit closer. Okay, so now let's have a look at these pictures. This is my Blue Yeti mic, by the way. Now this picture went a bit blurry, so this was a bit of a struggle. And let's have a look at the next one. Next one, it took a bit of while, also a bit blurry, so it's struggling a bit in low light. So let's have a look and see how the Android came up. Okay, the Android came up pretty nice as well, not too bad. You can see the scratches on next to the eyes of Andy the Android, so it's not looking too bad. A close up there looks alright, not too bad as well, but there's a bit of focus issue here. The camera is unable to focus. It's taken a bit of time, but once it does focus, it comes up with a very good picture. As you can see, this one was properly focused, and you can even make out every single scratch which is individually around the eye area, so not looking too bad. So the camera takes its time, and once your hands are steady enough, then you should be able to get a good decent photo, as you can see in the pictures here. Optical image stabilization definitely helps, obviously. but all in all, looks alright, not bad. Obviously it's a budget handset. To be honest, this is one thing I also wanted to discuss. I say it's budget, it's not actually budget. It's over £400 in price, and this is the kind of price you would probably rather be paying for a OnePlus 3 or a OnePlus 3T, and you'll be getting 6 gigs of RAM, Snapdragon 820 or the 821 in the 3T. So this handset is a bit overpriced. I don't know why is that. In terms of the specs, you can see the Huawei Honor 6 is pretty much on par with the Nova Plus. Now this one has got an octa-core chipset, and so has this one. I know the clock speeds vary a little bit, but it's pretty much on par when it comes to raw power. 3 gigs of RAM on the Honor 6X and 3 gigs of RAM also on the Nova Plus. This handset is about around £225, and this is over £400. So I fail to understand why would Huawei, make this phone so pricey. I know it's a unique metal body as compared to the Honor 6. The Honor 6 top and bottom bits are plastic, but in this case, it seems that this is all metal. So there's a bit of design differences. No wonder. You can see that the Huawei Nova Plus is a bit more elegantly made. It's got more rounded edges, the chamfered edges are more obvious as well, and it looks a bit more classier than the Honor 6X. But to be honest, the kind of price difference is not justified in my opinion. If I was looking for a handset in the market for an octa-core chipset and I had a limited budget, I would rather be looking at the Honor 6X. But then again, it's too early an observation. I'm just making an observation based on what I see. I don't know how will it perform. Maybe the Snapdragon 625 will have more battery life than the Honor 6X. It will have better performance than the Honor 6X. But if I'm holding both the phones in hand just like that, I can tell you that the Honor, the Nova Plus, definitely seems a bit more elegant. Even the touchscreen, the coating, the oleophobic coating on top is a bit more classy as compared to the Honor 6X. So you can tell by the small differences here and there. Better classy screen, nice curved edges here as well, bit better than what you have on the Nova, on the Honor 6X, sorry. And all in all, it looks slightly more different and more elegant, but then again, it's not as much to justify over £150 price difference. It's a bit too much, I think. The Huawei Nova is cheaper, but still it's around £350. This is over £400 from what I understand when I saw prices online, but obviously it's not officially available in the UK. But Honor 6 overall, I think it's a better budget phone as compared to the Nova Plus. Okay, so now also let's quickly weigh it. I want to see how heavy the phone is. Lots of people obviously would be buying the Nova Plus. They will want to know how heavy the phone is. So let's put it on the scale and let's have a look and see what's the weight on this phone. There we go. So it's about 163 grams. This is definitely less than what we had on the Honor 6X. Now whilst we have the Honor 6X, let's weigh it as well. There you go. You can tell straight away 163, 168. So definitely the Honor 6X is a bit more heavier. And this is where the Nova's class comes in. Despite being same screen size, same battery in both the phones, it's still lighter. Because this is apparently, from what I heard, is aircraft graded aluminium, which is a bit lighter as compared to the regular aluminium metal. So that's why the phone is a bit more lighter. So guys, this was the first impressions and unboxing of the Huawei Nova 6 and Huawei Nova Plus. I will be posting a lot of videos along with the Honor 6X in the next days and weeks to come. I will be taking pictures from both the phones. We'll be using both the phones as my daily drivers. So please feel free to ask me anything in the comment section. And like always guys, please subscribe as it helps. And I shall see you in the next video.